As we gear up for the big holiday feast, there's one thing we don't want on the menu: foodborne illnesses. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, also known as the USDA, is here with tips to ensure our holiday celebrations are filled with joy and not tummy troubles. Here to chat with us about Thanksgiving mistakes that can make you sick is Meredith Carruthers, who is the Public Affairs Specialist for the United States Department of Agriculture's Food Safety and Inspection Service. Meredith, your title alone is a lot to chew.
I know, it's a mouthful.
And on that subject, Thanksgiving, it's a food lover's dream, but it can quickly turn into a nightmare with foodborne illnesses. So what are the big no-nos in the kitchen that can make us sick? And we want to avoid that altogether.
You're absolutely right. Thanksgiving is a great holiday that we all enjoy with our family and friends, and we have a huge feast. There's tons that can go wrong, though. You know, a lot of people don't make a turkey more than just once a year, and this is it. So making sure you know how these steps to keep yourself safe in the kitchen is going to be key this Thanksgiving. So we have 4 steps that we recommend for everyone to follow. They're pretty easy. It's clean, separate, cook, and chill. So clean means starting with clean hands, utensils, and washing those often throughout food preparation. Separate is keeping your raw turkey and any other raw meat and poultry that you're preparing separate from any foods that are ready to eat, like your sides or anything like a salad, your charcuterie board, whatever else you're preparing, to make sure you don't cross-contaminate any of that harmful bacteria. Cook is cooking to a safe internal temperature as measured by a food thermometer, and that's really important, especially for a turkey. You want to check it in 3 places, make sure it's reached 165 degrees Fahrenheit. And then lastly, chill is making sure you're getting your leftovers into the fridge within a safe amount of time. You don't want to leave them out for too long, no matter how much fun you're having.
Alrighty, and we're looking at it, but the star of the show is the turkey. What are the USDA's tips for safely cooking the centerpiece of our Thanksgiving spread?
So however you choose to cook your turkey, because there are many ways to, you can deep fat fry, cook it in the oven, you can grill your turkey even. No matter how you choose to cook your turkey, it has to be cooked to a full safe internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit as measured by the thermometer. And you want to check it in the thickest part of the breast, the innermost part of the wing, and the innermost part of the thigh to really make sure that the whole turkey has been cooked to that safe temperature.
All right, helpful tips. And you mentioned frying the turkey. We want to make sure if we're frying the turkey, we've seen those videos where people can have things go a little bit wrong, but want to make sure that they do it safely. Correct, Meredith?
Right, yes. So if you're frying your turkey, you want to make sure it is fully thawed before it goes into that deep fat fryer. If it has any ice crystals on it, those ice crystals come in oil, create steam, and it can bubble over. So deep fat frying is a great option, but just make sure you're doing it safely and taking caution.
All right, I like that safety tip. Fully thawed if you're going to fry it. And leftovers are a treasure, but they can become kind of a risky business if not handled properly. So what's the USDA's advice for storing those post-Thanksgiving bites?
We love leftovers. Leftovers are a huge part of Thanksgiving, and so you want to make sure they're getting into the fridge within that 2-hour time frame I mentioned. Don't leave them out for too long. Break your larger portions of leftovers into smaller portions so they cool properly in the refrigerator, and then use or freeze those leftovers within 3 to 4 days. That's really key to make sure you can enjoy them without potentially getting sick later on. If you have figured that you are on, Cyber Monday, you haven't used your leftovers yet, get those leftovers into the freezer. They'll be safe indefinitely, but they will keep their best quality for about 3 to 4 months.
All right, go ahead and stick them in the freezer if you haven't eaten them within a timely manner. How else can families ensure a food-safe Thanksgiving, and what's the go-to resource for last-minute advice, especially on the big day?
So another thing to mention too is thawing. If you have a frozen turkey, start considering your thawing plan. It takes about 24 hours for every 5 pounds of turkey to thaw in the refrigerator. So you might want to start getting your turkey into the fridge this weekend if you have a larger turkey. If you find that you're running up on time, getting close to Thanksgiving, you can thaw in the cold water method, which is putting turkey into cold water, changing that water every 30 minutes, and then cooking it immediately after it's thawed. You can also cook a turkey from frozen. So worst case scenario, cook your turkey frozen. It'll be safe to do it that way. If you have any questions, we have a ton of resources on our website, foodsafety.gov or fsis.usda.gov. We also have a meat and poultry hotline that has live food safety experts like myself available to answer any of your questions. And we're even open on Thanksgiving Day from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern time. So give us a call if you have any questions. We are happy to help and help make you have a safe Thanksgiving.
You said there's a meat and poultry hotline?
Yes, yes. So we have live people like myself able to answer all of your turkey questions, give you turkey tips, help talk you through any crises that you have. And yeah, we get a lot of great calls, and it's really fun talking to people who are, trying to make their Thanksgiving the best that they can.
Yes, Meredith, all helpful tips. Thanks for making sure that we don't get sick this Thanksgiving. And for food safety advice, check out the USDA's online resource at foodsafety.gov.